Hey everyone, welcome back to Fred's Garage. So this is going to be part 2 of the dash cam install. I know it's been a month or so, but it's been hot down here in Florida. My kids just got out of school and I had a lot of things going on, so we'll start winding up these videos a lot more. So anyways, this is part 2 of the dash cam install. Okay, now initially when I bought my thinkware, I actually got it with the Ford Pass Points. It came with this little wire. My initial thought was to put the camera on the back of the console here, have it face the back. But there was 2 reasons why I didn't do that. 1, this wire was about 1 inch too short and I didn't like the placement of it. And 2, I really didn't want to look at the back seats. I just wanted to look out the back window. So this is the rear camera. Small little camera, you can see it by my thumb. It's probably about 3 inches or so. And the cool thing about this camera is that it turns, so no matter where you want to put it, you can turn it, okay? So since I'm not going to use this 15-inch cable, I went on Amazon and for like $15 or whatever, I got a 12-foot thinkware cable. And when you get the cable, you got to watch for the ends. So this has a mini USB, and that has a mini USB. And then this part here is, I don't know what you call that, but that's what plugs into the regular camera. So my intentions today is to show you guys how I'm going to run the camera from the front to the back roll bar. So what I want to do is I want to place the camera on the back roll bar. So make believe this tennis ball is the back roll bar. I want to put the camera on like so. And because of the angle of the camera, I'm going to run the wire down the passenger side and bring it up and hook it to the front camera. So why do I want it in the back of the roll bar? Because when I eventually take off the hardtop, I don't want it stuck to the back glass. If this was my son's Maverick or any other car, we would just stick this on the back glass and have it face out the back glass. But because the hardtop's going to come off here and there, I'm going to put it on the roll bar, okay, and have it focus out the back window. So why am I going out the passenger side to the front? When I did the camera, I went the driver's side, right? So 2 reasons. 1, the camera has the USB on the passenger side, so the plug will come out straight that way. 2 is I don't want to double up my wires on the driver's side. I want to bring them up on the passenger side and have them meet in the middle, and this way here I don't have 2 wires tucked in underneath the plastics surrounding on the front there, okay? So tool-wise, what are we going to need? I don't think we're going to need much. We're going to need a little plastic trim tool piece. And you're going to need a 10mm socket to take those bolts off. I'm going to use this to do it quick, but that's what we're going to do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take those 4 bolts off that hold the side panels on. I haven't done it before, so let's do it together and see how we make out. Okay? So let me move you in closer. All right. First thing I want to do is take these 2 10mm bolts off. So, let's do that real quick. Alright, so these are screw off long bolts, don't want to lose them. We're going to keep them together, put them over here. Alright, now let's do the same thing in the back. Let's take these 3 off. Now, like I said, 10mm, you can do it with a ratchet by hand, but these bolts are pretty long, they're going to take you a while. Let's throw those in the cup holder. Alright, this will come right out. Doesn't get any easier than that, and if you look on the inside, a couple of alignment pins and that's it, really. Nothing to it. So let's throw that in the back. Here's the airbag. Whatever you do, you want to stay above the airbag, okay? We don't want anything underneath this. We don't want the wires going across. We don't want anything like that. The airbag's got to deploy. We don't want anything holding up that airbag, okay? Let's take the front panel off, and then we'll start feeding the wire. All right. take that off. Nope, comes right out. Not sure what that plastic's for, but 2 alignment pins, and there's a little clip here that slides in, okay? So you can take this plastic off if you want. I like to take off the least amount. Airbag, we're gonna stay on top. So hopefully, pry tool, take this piece here, pry that right off, comes right out, okay? It's held on by a little screw right here that holds this piece on here. I think that's so when the airbag deploys, this will blow, that'll keep it up here while the airbag comes down, okay? All right, let me bring you in, show you this stuff here, and see how we can get that wire over there, okay? All right, let me show you this real quick. We'll see how successful we are with this. It should be fairly easy. Hopefully you can see in there. So there's the airbag. Here's the panel I took off. It just clips in, and there's a spot right there. So hopefully that'll focus in. You can see it good. I'm gonna try to go through that spot, come out here, straight down to the camera, okay? So let me get you set up on a steady spot, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that. All right, guys, so I wanna get the cable from here to the front. Now we have this plastic piece of trim I took off. And this plastic piece of trim has a rope here, a cord that holds it, okay? And this cord is to hold the trim this way, so when the airbag deploys, it pushes this out of the way, okay? It's held on here by one screw, one T15 Torx head screw. So I'm gonna take that one screw off and just get this trim piece out of my way. Now we're gonna get that T15 out, and then this thing here just clips right on. See it? Let's show you to it close. It just clipped right on like that. So now this is out of my way. So now I should have a fairly straight shot to go from here out here, okay? I can get my finger in there and I can basically feel it right there. Get the trim tool in there and I can basically feel the trim tool right there, okay? So, here's the cable. All right, guys, this is the easiest way I found to do it. We've got the hole here. This is the hole I want to go through. It's too tight up here to get anything out there. But if I look down here, I got a huge gap right here. Okay? Huge gap, and it's very pliable. Use the pry tool. Push that out and get that in there. Just get it in there. There she goes. There she comes. Come on. Perfect. All right. That's all I had to do. So now I'm going to pull this all through. All right. The reason I went in here is because there's a bigger gap here. It's real tight up there. There's a bigger gap. So I'm putting her in right here. All right, I'm going to leave enough slack for now. Now, I should be able to, the channel right here that runs up, I should be able to get this piece. Now you say, why'd you stick this piece through and not that piece? This 45, this section here, it's just hard to work with. This is a nice, simple, straight shot. So I'm going to put this in here. There's a channel right there. So let's go up. I see it right in this hole right here. We're going to keep going up. Keep going up, and hopefully he's gonna pop out right there. And there she is. Now let's feed this through. And you know, you can spend the time if you want, take this off, take that off, take all that off. I'm taking off the least amount I have to take off. Okay, so just push this in with your finger, keep it up. There's a bracket back here. Keep it up. Get it up and out of there. Okay, now this is a 12-footer, so it's going to take a few minutes. Okay, see how? If you push your finger in this way, she'll slide right up and out. And we're doing this together for the first time, so what I'm learning, you're learning. All right, pull the whole thing up, okay? So now, let's feed it this way. I'm gonna start here. This plugs in to the driver's side of the camera. Plugs in right there. And right there, okay? And then we're gonna go up here. I'm gonna put it on the same side as the other cable. And there's a notch here. We're gonna feed it right through that notch over this box. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna feed it over this box. Tuck it in with the pry tool so I don't have to see any of this cable. Okay. Come right up here. And she'll tuck right in between. There's enough space. Now remember, don't push against the glass, okay? Pull it towards you. She'll tuck right in. See, she just went right in there. Right here, it's a little tight. We're gonna push that in good. Right here, we're gonna push it in good. Get that out of the way. Right like so. I'm gonna tuck this right in there, just using my finger. And she's gonna go right in there and get out of my way. Okay? And using my hand, we're gonna tuck this in. There's a lot of stuff up here. We're gonna tuck that in right there. Now she's good. All right. That was pretty successful. Let's get the other end of this cable. Okay. Stick her through here. Okay. Light. Can you see? Light camera action. And it's fiddly because there's a whole bunch of... There she goes. Let's get her out of there. And let's get up here. Tuck her up. Now remember, like I told you in the back, you don't want anything. All right. Right here is a bracket. Holds this to the side. Okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go above that bracket. Like I told you before, you don't want anything going across this airbag. You don't want anything underneath the airbag. You want everything way above. So there's a bracket here. I'm gonna feed it in here. And she's coming out right here, okay? There is nothing below the airbag. Everything will be above the airbag. Up here, above the airbag, okay? That's pretty good. We'll go right above that. Right above this. You can actually tuck it in a little bit right above it. And right above that. All right. Because the cover is going to cover it. And what I'm going to do actually now is I'm just going to put all this back on. Okay? Clip. Stick the clip back on there. $15mm Torx. Actually, I took it off with a 15mm Torx, but it's really a 20. I'm gonna stick the 20 on there like so. Put that right back in there. Okay. Don't have to go crazy on it. Let's put this back on. 2 pins and a little clip there. Little clip goes in right there, okay? This is all tucked in good here. Keep it out of the way. Above the airbag. Okay, we're gonna put that clip back in. It's a little tight. This is where the clip goes, okay? It's gonna go right in there. So we're gonna go just like so. Push it right in there. Okay, it popped on. This is on. Wires underneath, above the airbag. Okay? Let's put our little Bronco strap back on. That's that. That's that. That's that. This is gonna go in here underneath. Right? And these are gonna clamp right back on. Okay, and then clips right here. 1, 2, 3. All back together, all closed up. This section's all done. Let's move to the back. Alright, so we're basically going to do the same thing. We're going to feed this all the way to the back, okay? And feed it right above all of these. So right above there, right above there. And when I put the trim piece on, I'll get it more adjusted properly, okay? But make sure you're above the airbag. Now back here. I want to keep it above the airbag. This thing pops right out. Look at that. I'm gonna pop that right out. Okay. And we're gonna go right under there. Fold it right back here. And get this right under here. All right, let's stick that right in there. Now we're out by the speaker. Above the airbag. All right, let's take a look and secure it. Okay. Above the airbag. Above the airbag. Above the airbag. Want to be above it, or I want to be behind it? That's perfect. Let's put the back trim on. 2 pins. Here's the back trim, okay? You got 2 pins. 1, 2. 2 holes. 1, 2. This goes on like so. That goes on like so. Wires are all tucked nice. Perfect. That's perfect. It doesn't really get much easier. Start that. Always start your screws by hand. Let me show you something here real quick. You see this little socket adapter? It's 10 bucks for a whole set of these on Amazon. Little things like this make your projects go so much easier. there she goes. All right, let's move to the back. All right, so the wire came out here, out the back of the speaker. I'm gonna feed it across here. Now I got a question for everybody. It says accessory ready right here. What's that for? Anybody know what that's for? Put it in the comments for me, please. What is this here for? I don't know. Is that for the Raptor bar or what? But anyways, the camera is gonna end up right here, so I can look out the back window. So before I do anything, let's get some alcohol and clean that off. All right. So I came out by here, the back speaker. Okay. And we're gonna feed it up over the speaker, and we're gonna feed it into here. It should go, and it is, look at that. Go right in there. Now, my only problem is I got all this wire. So what are we gonna do with all this wire? I might just feed it all right in there. Okay, 3M sticky piece. You hear that? Rear view camera connected, system to start. All right, camera right there. 3M sticky tape. Hold it for a few minutes. All right, let's tuck her in. She goes right in there, and she fits right under that metal piece of the roll bar, in between the cover and the roll bar. All right, there she goes. Let's feed her right in there. You got plenty of room to use your thumb to get her right in there, right over that speaker box. Pull this down a little bit and get her tucked in right in there. Now, I got all this cable, and I got a huge space right there, so that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna bunch up this cable. Now this cable's a lot longer, and that's because this cable was probably supposed to go to the back window. But I'm gonna bunch her up, just like so. I'm gonna add a couple of wire ties to her. Okay, there's one, and nice and tight. One more for good luck. All right, just like so. Pull this down, there's a big gap, there's a big space right here. And we are gonna stick this right in that space. It's gonna go right up above this trim. There's a huge space in there. Let's get her in there. All right. Take this off. It's a huge space right here. Plenty of room in there. And we're gonna stick this whole bundle. Now, if you want to get creative, you can cut it and splice it. That's up to you. This fits right in there. Right in that gap. There she goes, right in there. There's a space right there for her. Okay? Stick her right in there. Take this, take it right up here. Get it right over the speaker. Okay. And get all this right in here. Leave a little loop so it doesn't pull on your camera. And we'll stick her right in there. All right. And she is out of the way. That's it. And we're gonna take this speaker grill apart and put it back in. It's got this bracket. It's got two clips. Bracket's gonna go under here. This is gonna feed in there. This is gonna feed back here. And we have completed. All right. Let's take a look, see what the back camera looks like. So there she is. She's all done. She looks pretty good. You can see the hard top in the back wheel, but if you take the hard top off, you'll be able to see it much clearer. And this way here, it protects you when you're parked, and you can see if anybody rear ends you or anything happening in the back, okay? Hey, if you like this video, thank you very much. Please hit the subscribe notification button, and put a comment in if you have any questions, and we'll get back to making some more videos. Everybody have a great day. Take care.